Hey everyone, today we're going to take care of some Ailanthus trees, and a couple of points about getting rid of Ailanthus or tree of heaven is you don't want to mistake it for a sumac tree. A lot of people assume that any pinnately compound leaf like this is Ailanthus, and what you have to look for are a couple of things. One is this notch right here. Try to get so you can see that there's a little notch. They're not very pronounced on this particular leaf. I hope you can see that. There's a little notch right there. And then the rest of the margin is smooth, where on a sumac you have a serrated margin and you don't have that notch there. The other thing is there's a very distinctive smell to these, and if you take the full leaf off where it's connected to the stem, it smells like kind of like rotten peanut butter. Very distinctive. Maybe that's what attracts the spotted lanternfly, which is the other problem that goes along with this tree. Not only is it very invasive in your forest, it also attracts spotted lanternfly, and then they in turn are a real nuisance, because when you're walking around in the woods, there's so many of them. They're getting caught in your hair and flying into you. It freaks you out. Not fun. So that's not good. And then also, even if you didn't have the Ailanthus, they eat grapevines and they eat walnut trees, and they're just not good. They cause a lot of sooty mold on your surfaces, where the honeydew that comes out of these animals are getting onto surfaces and multiplying this mold. Okay, so the best way to get rid of Ailanthus is to either two ways. One is to cut it down, treat the stump. You have to treat the stump, preferably this time of year in the early fall, and that will kill the roots. If you don't kill the roots, you're going to cut it down, you'll have 9 of them come back in the same place. They sprout very readily, so you don't want to do that. The other way is to do hack and squirt, which is what we're going to do today, and foliar. Foliar, if the trees are small and you can reach it with a mist blower or a backpack sprayer, you can apply to the leaves and kill the plant. Or hack and squirt. Now this will be the 3rd time I entered into this stand, and each time there were fewer and fewer of these trees, and we probably are going to get a 95% kill today. So, and you'll see some spotted lanternfly on those trees. Now, the way to treat the spotted lanternfly is to cut most of the trees, treat the stumps so they don't come back. Try to leave a male tree, so the trees that don't have that orange flower on them, those are the ones you want to leave. And then all the spotted lanternfly are going to go to that bait tree. Once they're on the bait tree, you can use a systemic herbicide. You can research those on the internet. There's a couple of commonly used systemics that you can use, a soil drench, which is very handy, because all you have to do, mix it up in a backpack, spray it on the ground, and the roots will take up that water. And when the insects are feeding on the sap, they'll die. You don't want to spray that indiscriminately all around, because there are other insects you don't want to harm. But if you use that Ailanthus as bait, that's a good way to focus and minimize the amount of poison you're putting out in the environment. So there you go. Enjoy the video. We're going to do some hack and squirt today, and I'll show you how we get that done. Today we're following up on an Ailanthus spray area. A couple years ago, I hack and squirted this whole area. It's full of Ailanthus. It was about 90% of the stem area. And it looks like we got a pretty good kill, but there's some stragglers and there's some new ones coming up. There's a little guy right there. And we have lots of multiflora rose showing up. Small Ailanthus. So what we're going to do today is we have a mist blower going. We have my battery powered backpack sprayer for sort of the medium sized and small size stuff. We are using glyphosate and a little bit of arsenal, and we're mixing that with water and using the backpack mist blowers, and then we were going to take the garland on the really tall ones, and I've got my axe all sharpened up good, and the ones that we can't reach with the pump sprayer and the backpack sprayer, we'll hack and squirt those. So that's what we're doing today. Hopefully we'll get 100% kill on this. And then the next thing would be to come through here and probably work on the multiflora rose and get rid of that. So there are some trees in here, but not a lot. There's a lot of pine coming. It looks pretty good, but you see how when I put that surfactant into the mix, you see how shiny the leaves are? I don't know if you can see that, but that it's a spreader sticker, and it'll spread that over the leaf. It breaks down the surface tension so it spreads across the leaf and you get more surface area covered. So that thing will die. There's a spotted lanternfly right there. Don't hide. I see you. The best way to get rid of the lanternfly is to get rid of the Ailanthus. Now mixed in here is greenbrier, so that's good browse for deer. But I suggested we burn this, and apparently they had a bad experience with burning a couple years ago, so they don't want to do it. Ooh, look at all the lanternflies on there. There's hundreds of them on that tree. All right, well, we're gonna work on getting rid of it. Hey, I hope you found that informative. If you want help with your forest management, whether it be timber management, wildlife habitat, invasives, give me a call. You can reach me through my website, it's down below. And since you made it this far, it means you're a serious land manager, and I want to talk to you. So if you hit the like, subscribe, and comment down below, I'm going to give you a freebie to some of my courses that are on my website. The courses have to do with building food plots for wildlife. So if you're interested in that and you want a discount, let me know, and I'll see you on the next video.